Hey guys, welcome back. Happy equinox. We are taping this right on the equinox day. So happy equinox. It's a new beginning. The sun moves into Aries, so it's that movement forward where we feel inspired to get things moving. So the sun just moved into the first house. It's a wonderful time. It's celebration time. It's time to plant new seeds, let go of old things, because we've been to the Virgo moon on Thursday, so it's moving time. Welcome back to our third video weekly forecast for the week of March 20 to the March 27. How I'm going to do this, I'm going to do by the astrological sign from Aries to Pisces. And I'm going to start with the Aries. What does the week of the 20th to the 27th look like for Aries? You have the Five of Swords, the Sun, and the Devil there. So the Five of Swords tells me here that, you may be in disputes of some kind during the week. People may not be in a total agreement with your concepts and your decisions. You may feel confronted by people that are a little disruptive and scrappers, kind of a scrappy kind of a people that bring just negative energies to your life. Or you may start something that, or you may be in the middle of something that totally doesn't go through. Then here comes the Sun. The Sun is possibly romance, the beginning of romance, beginning of a relationship, or a relationship that may have been in a bad place and now it's becoming a better thing here for you. Or a better, it may come to a better state where there's joy, there's happiness, there's fulfillment. Then you have to deal with the Devil. The Devil could be situations with work, things that are not very positive for you. You may feel like you're in chains. You may feel like you're restricted. You may deal with controlling things at work, controlling bosses and controlling possibly friends, or controlling parents, partners, or parents as well. So there's that negative thing too. But with the Sun and the Devil, this could also be a place where you'll be dealing with financial issues, or you, on the other hand, there may also be things that will be very beneficial for you as well. Okay, so this is for Aries. Remember, we just had the spring equinox, so the Sun moved into your into your home. So it's happy times, moving forward, pushing things forward. Okay, that's it for Aries for this week. Hello Taurus, this is for Taurus Sun or Taurus Rising. And of course, Taurus, you're ruled by Venus. Venus is in Aquarius. It's squaring your Sun. So you may be dealing with possibly frustrating relationships at this moment. But let's see what the Tarot tells you here for you. You have the Three of Pentacles, the Strength, and the Eight of Swords. So here's your forecast. I feel that you will be dealing with completion of work, things, you look like you're finishing off things that you started at work, or things or renovations that you may have begun, you seem to be ending them at home. There seems to be here cooperation from others, there seems to be here financial stability possibly to add on to that, so there seems to be here happy times. But the strength here, I do believe, and it's upside down, so I do feel that somehow you may be dealing with relationships or possibly difficulties with possibly siblings or children, or things that you've been trying to resolve, and there's that extra work that has to be applied there by you. Which may leave you a little bit depleted and with that internal struggle of the soul of somehow that may bring a little bit of doubt, and you may go into a little bit of arguments. There may be gossiping around you, wrong things said about you and so forth. So you may deal with that little bit of a conflict there. Okay, Taurus? But all looks well for you. It looks like you're in a movement place. But remember, your Venus ruled, so Venus is squaring your Sun. So you maybe one foot forward and another backward. But nevertheless, it's not the worst week that you will have. Okay? Thank you, Taurus. Hello, Gemini. This week, I'm going to see what this week looks for you, but I have a feeling that things may not been going all that bad for you. Let's see what the cards show here for you for the week, upcoming week. Okay. You have the Temperance, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Emperor. You may be dealing with some setbacks or some blocks. You may also be dealing with some health issues. Or there may be some indication with your body that you have to perfect possibly your diet, your food intake, that you may be doing somehow building something there within your routine of nutrients and taking care of the body that you're not doing the best that you could. So something may come up with health this week for you that may represent itself as a block for you. Okay, frustration or challenges. But at the end of the day, you shouldn't. The Emperor is upside down, so that will set you back a little bit on what you want to achieve. You may even miss work. You may even feel a little bit feel older than what you are. But at the same time, it promises, if you get over this week for you, because the Mars and the Saturn and the Venus is trining your Sun, so somehow it's like it's supporting you. There's something there that is guiding you and supporting you to really discover what you need to discover for you to flourish better in the future. Okay, Gemini? Thank you. Hello, Cancer. This is your week that is coming up for you. Listen, Cancer, it may be a week for you, a very emotional week, possibly a challenging week with relationships, with your community, with your groups, possibly with your boss, possibly with your partner. I do believe that you may be dealing with things that you dealt before, and they seem to be coming up in double dose, meaning that you somehow, you seem to be very emotional. You may be discovering things that you kind of suspected them, you probably even dealt with them before, but it's not coming to the surface full blown, and you feel stuck. But I do feel at a period during this week, I feel that you will feel quite in that playful mood where you're going to be uplifted with some event, and you may just, care less about what is happening and try to have a little fun and a little bit of a uplifting time for yourself, that you don't feel so doomed and gloomed. But I do believe with the Lovers right at the beginning, I feel that you have cooperation here, and you do have a support group that somehow seems to be very strong. But, it doesn't look bad. It could also be about money too. It could also be about career advancements for you as well, that you may be dealing with this week. Okay, Cancer? I wish you well this week. Hello, Leo. You are being very challenged with relationships, your ambitions, your strength. But let's see what the Tarot tells you here that you're dealing with this week, upcoming week. As I said, I feel that you will be dealing with people that seems to be emotionally overwhelming you. I feel that the demands and the conspiracies that maybe appear in your life may really affect you emotionally. But you also may be having a light here at the end of the tunnel that you may feel very inspired, very hopeful, because the sun is shining on something that is bright for you. Okay, there may be a romance, there may be your relationships that you come into a better period than before. There seems to be improvement. But at the end of the day, you have to watch your sleep, how you overthinking things, and how you are dealing with things mentally. I feel that somehow for a little while longer, it's not much longer. I feel by the beginning of April, I feel that there's something lifting here with you, that things are getting better. I feel that the more you're in your head, the worse it's going to be. So just try to get out there, have a little fun. Let that Leo pride, exalt itself, and just let go of a lot of things that are not necessary in life. Okay, Leo? Thank you. Hello, Virgo. This is your tarot cards for the week. Virgo, I think that you may be obsessing over things more than normal. I feel that you may be redoing things more than you normally do. I do feel that you do have situations or events that upset the hell out of you sometimes. Okay? You may have people that are emotionally trying to control you. But you also have very good news here. You also may be starting a new apprenticeship. You may be beginning or organizing yourself for possibly more studies or more education. But I do believe that you may have to avoid those people that are putting a lot of fear into your head. Because the tendencies this week may be that you may, I feel that you may have been obsessing over things, and I feel that there's a possibility that now, not only mentally obsessing over things, you may also emotionally get obsessed. But all in all, I feel that you're working on great things here to enrich your prosperity and your career and your work. So you don't look that bad. Just avoid the people that shouldn't be there in the first place. Okay? Nice week. Hello, Libra. This is your week for the 20th to the 27th. Let's see how you look. Ten of Wands, the Devil, and the Eight of Pentacles. I shuffle these cards and I put them back, but it seems to be that people seem to be dealing with the same stuff. You're dealing with possibly oppression here. I do feel that you may be amounting to a lot of things in your life that is unnecessary. I feel that you may have, you possibly in a crossroads of making a decision because that full moon on Thursday in Virgo really was prominent here with you, because it's about you dealing with relationships that are not working out for you. I feel that you may have to let go of people that no longer serve your purpose in life. You may also be working on something that it can be very profitable for you, something that is going to pay off in the long run if you put a little bit more education on it, if you perfect it a little bit more. I feel that that will be a great idea for you to do. But don't pick up more than what you can chew here this week. Because still the Venus is training, you're ruled by the Venus is training your sun, so things can go better than what they look. It's just the choices that you have to make. Okay, Libra. Hello, Scorpio. Welcome back. Here's your forecast for the week of the upcoming week. Let's see how it looks for you. Because I feel that it's like you feel like your feet is on mud. It's like you're putting so much effort into resolving your issues, but it seems to be a tough situation for you. The Devil again for another month. So Here's the Six of Pentacles. So financially, I feel that you may be coming into some gain. Something is working out here for you financially. So I feel that somehow, you seem to be still with your feet on mud, because the Temperance here, there's quite a few blocks here. Things are not developing and not moving forward as much as you want them to move forward, and they're somehow creating more work. But financially here, it may look like a bright week for you. It may look like a good week. What's your food this upcoming week? The devil in the end tells me here that you're still stuck with relationship issues. Things that you need to resolve relationship-wise. You still feel like you're dealing with karma. You're still dealing with things are really hard to move. With the Temperance and the devil, it's like not only are your feet on mud, it's like they're on clay and cement. But be patient, because these cards also promise success with a lot of things, and you could be dealing with a lot of material wealth too here this week. So what you're spending, what you're thinking, because it could be a little bit depressing because you want things to move and they're not moving yet. You're squaring your Mars, you're squaring Venus, you're squaring Saturn. It calls for patience. Okay, Scorpio, have a nice week. Hello, Sag Rising or Sag Sun. Let's see how your week looks for the upcoming week. Let's see how it's moving for you. High Priestess, the Page of Wands, the Ten of Cups. You are the High Priestess. That there's a lot of things that will come up for you that you don't see them yet. But I feel that you will also feel like you're connecting with a lot of situations that your intuition told you that you would come into experience. The Page of Wands tells me here that you feel like you want to go, you want to take action, because you want to get moving. You may not know where to start, you may not know what to do, but yet you want to start taking action with something, because you're inspired. There's a lot of great things that will come your way that possibly you're not expecting. But the Ten of Cups here, the little white picket fence, a little bit of romance, a little bit of home happiness, romantic happiness, emotional happiness. They may also be here a little bit traveling here for you as well, either local or long distance as well. The sun is training your sun, so things are looking up. Things are starting to open up here for you to go in more direction that you want them to go into. Okay, Sag, you have a wonderful week. Capricorn, hello Capricorn. I feel that somehow you feel like you're in the clouds with a lot of things. But let's see how you are moving forward this week, this upcoming week. The Tower, the Five of Wands, and the Ten of Swords. The Tower, there seems to be their disruptions. There seems to be their breakdowns. It could be a breakdown of a car, it could be a breakdown of something at home. There seems to be a lot of breaking things, okay? You may, things that you didn't expect to show up, but they break down. So you have to deal with that. You may also go into possibly some arguments with little scraps with people that you may not, they may not be in agreement with you, and you may not be in agreement with them. So there's a little bit of a scrapping there, but they're not great importance. They're almost like time consuming than anything else. I do believe that you will also be dealing with possibly betrayal, but don't feel so conflicted, because I do feel that you do have to let go of a lot of things and begin a new foot. I do feel that you seem to be in a place or a need to release a lot of things in your life, and I feel that this is a good week for you to do so. Mercury is going to square your sun, so you have to watch what the communication and how you're speaking with people and what you're expressing with people, because they may end up in conflicts that you don't need to deal with at this point in time. Otherwise, I feel that somehow things are moving forward. You just have to hang in there a little bit longer. Okay, Capricorn, have a nice week. Hi, Aquarius. Let's see how your week that is coming up is going to be like. Mercury is going to sextile your sun, so communication this week may go better than last week. Last week you may have, or the last 2 weeks, you may have had a little issues communicating. But you have the Four of Wands, and you have the Eight of Cups, and you have the World. So I do feel that things may be looking up a little bit for you, in a positive way. I feel that you may also be dealing with home improvements, or doing possibly a lot of renovations in possibly different areas of your life or different places of your life. But they seem to be very positive. But there's also the Eight of Cups. You're possibly moving away from possibly something that's psychologically been very challenging for you. And you seem to be leaving all of that behind and moving on to the next space, to the next page. The World. I do believe that there's a lot of things here that may come to liberate you. Financial, there may be an improvement there. You may be moving to another home. You may be traveling. You may be letting go of a relationship completely. Those kind of things. So it doesn't look that negative. But you have to remember that Venus and Mars and the Sun and the Saturn is still there, sextile, right, conjuncting your sun. So somehow, you still have a lot of work ahead of you. You still have a lot of oppression there. You still have a lot of things here that you cannot deal with, but you have to deal with. Okay, Aquarius, have a nice week. Hello, Pisces. Let's see what the forecast for you this week, upcoming week is. The sun has moved out of your house. But and the Mercury is moving out next week. Let's see what you have here coming up. Well, you look like you're dealing with combative energies. You look like you're fighting for something, fighting the rights for something, possibly stand your position with a challenge. But don't be afraid to stand up for yourself, because I feel that you're going to win the battle. I feel that your mind is going to be less, how do I call it, foggy. You may be able to see things much clearer. But there's that scrapping and those inconveniences there that may take place. You may also have to deal with possibly some legal issues. Or you may have to deal with work there that may be an improvement there, or hopes of improvement there. There may be possibly an increase of responsibility and financial gain as well. But I would leave inconveniences, things that are inconveniences, out of my week, because at the end of the day, they're not going to get you anywhere but feeling like you're just frustrated. The full moon that we had was opposing your sun, was opposing a lot of planets in your house, so it's psychological releasing. And I feel that you may be having an issue with people agreeing with whatever you have to release. Okay, Pisces, have a wonderful week. So this is the end of our reading for all the zodiac signs. I hope that you enjoyed it. The upcoming week in general, we have the sun that just moved today, which is Sunday the 20th, which is spring equinox, into Aries. So that's joy, that's our lifeline, that's our spirit. We are more into the spring. Everything is kind of we're being inspired to plant things, to more uplifting spirit. Mercury is also going to move out of Pisces, where a lot of anxieties may have been with us. The full moon happened on Thursday, so it's a psychological releasing that we have to do, and we're still doing, and we'll have a little bit more, about a week or two, that we'll continue to do this releasing of the psychological toxic things that we've been carrying on for quite a little bit. Okay, so the upcoming week in general, it looks inspiring. The planets are aligning in a very good level, because there's the Sun in Aries, then there's the Mercury, our communication, then there's the Jupiter, then there's the Neptune, then there's the Venus that's going to move into a Pisces, and Mars. So I think the planets are aligning for movement. Leave the past behind, get rid of what you don't need, and be inspired to plant new things that you want. Okay, I wish you all well this week. Keep grounded, but keep chasing what you're inspired to achieve in this life. Okay, have a wonderful week. Namaste.